Alrighty, hello everybody. Continuing onwards and upwards with the Kyosho Mercedes-Benz E190 build. Last time or the previous video, I built the differential transmission, which is all nice and done. As you can see, this is just the continuation. I decided that I wanted to build just a little bit more today. Before I go off and maybe do some shopping. So, anyways, without further ado, I didn't move really much of anything around here. Just, put some bags away and just do some basic cleaning. I also have my proper screwdriver this time and my screwdriver set because this guy ain't cutting it. Pain in the butt to use. Anyways, so things are looking a little bit more organized this time, and hopefully I won't have too many, or if any kind of hiccups. So I'll go ahead and actually drop these down over here and put this over here. This is why I kind of wish I could use my other room, my workbench in my other room, because it's a bit more, it's bigger. A lot bigger. Nah, not a lot bigger, but it's bigger. It's a bit more spacious. And plus, if I stop working or building this, I need to clean this all up because this is my main computer station. So, and yeah, these videos will also take forever to upload. I have the first video still uploading right now. Almost 10 gig file. Hour and 6 minutes long, but a little bit longer than expected. But again, this is what happens when you upload. Well, this is again why I'm not too keen on uploading me building stuff, because I tend to take a little bit longer than usual. I don't just bang, bang it out. I always, calibrate everything, check everything, and make sure that I'm using all the right screws and parts and components. Takes a lot longer, but I don't know, there's some joy to that too. I enjoy it actually quite a bit. It's very, not therapeutic, but very relaxing for me. So let me get these kind of separated. So anyways, let's continue. So like I mentioned before, or in the last video, this is actually going to be part of the rear suspension right here. So this is where you have your lower wishbones, and the upper control arm, I guess, is linked here, I think. So yes, that should be a yes actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue onwards and upwards. So we left off, or I left off at 7, and now we're gonna go to number 8. So, and I am hoping that I am using the correct screws here. I try to match them up on, the sizes that they have here in the book. And this 2.6 by 4 is kind of an oddity. Maybe that's one thing that I like about the newer RC cars, is that, or anything that's more standard, the 1/10 scale stuff, is they don't have these oddity kind of screws really. So there's a bunch of oddity stuff in here, and if you mix it up, it's not good. See, that's the 2.5, M 2.6 by 8. It's like, okay, is it this one? But that's really skinny though. Is that the right one? Hell, I don't even know. I used this screw for this bolt thing up here, and it didn't feel right. 2.6 though, and if I measure it, I mean, it 2.5, 2.6, so I mean, it's not super accurate. This only does it down to a millimeter, but then I look at this one and it's kind of like, wait a second, this doesn't look, oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, these guys right here, see? I need one of these guys. So, got this guy right here, got this guy right here. Now we get into the shaft bolts for the lower control arms. These actually are kind of, haven't really changed too much. Even on the newer RC cars, they're all pretty much the same. And it's the wrong bag. I'm an idiot. Go figure. I need this bag right here. Okay. I am very excited though with the paint. Again, paint's here. Super excited about that. And I'm going to need 2 of these guys, which is going to be number 23, which is D9. That's 8. Here we go. Here's 9. And I will be needing just 2 of those. Okay. F. Okay, so without the writing on top. So this should be. No, hold up. I'm reading this correctly. Okay, yeah, it is this one. It's the one without the writing on top. There's 2 sets here. One of them has this little F, which I'm going to assume means front. Shouldn't assume anything, but I'm going to assume that means F. So I got these 2 guys right here. And last thing I'm going to need are from the A set. Okay, same baggie right over here. These funky little screws. I do believe these are the ones that go on top. Got one, and I got another one. Raw air. Oh yeah, building this stuff takes a lot of time. And then with that we also have, what else do we have? We have D8, the 2 lower arms. I'll get from this kit over here. Ooh, soft rubbery stuff. Not these though. Wrong one. Let's take a look here. Let's get out the other set here. Like I mentioned before, I'm saying D, but actually the bags say B. I mean, you don't need a PhD in rocket science to know the difference or just understand that. Yeah, I don't even know why that mistake is there. Maybe there was a revision of some sort. Granted, this book also has an error in it, which we'll get to later on. When I get to that page. So, okay, got the 2 arms here. And now we're going to need D8. We're going to need this little plastic piece right here, which is this guy right here. What's also interesting is that, yeah, none of this is, these are just all blank plastic pieces. So sometimes they have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. This has none of that. So you actually have to look at the pictures and make some educated guesses as to what you're actually supposed to be using. So now we get into D7, which is this kit right here. This bag, not a kit. Whole card is a kit. And get into it here. Of course, the other bags, I was just tearing them right open, and now I'm taking my sweet time here to remove the staples. Doesn't really make much of a difference, but I do plan on keeping all the bags and stuff. I don't know why, but I just tend to like to keep this stuff just as a remembrance. Memento, and I do believe this is going to be the guy right here that we're going to need. I'll clip him off here real quick. Number 7. Actually looks good. It's a little bit of extra plastic here and there. I don't actually normally even do trimming or anything like that. I just kind of leave it as is because at the end of the day when you put it all together you can't see it anyway, so unless it's really bad, of course, then that's a different story. So let's take a look here. What mess do we have here? So it even says here when we tighten these down, you want about a 0.5 millimeter gap. I think I will probably set that with this washer right here, because that should be about 0.5 mil, if not 0.4, maybe somewhere right around there. So, and let's take a look here. I had previously guessed that this was the back, but it's actually, it looks like this is actually the back. So, yep, this is actually the back right here. So, first things first, we are going to, I think so. Again, I might still be wrong, so we'll find out in just a moment here. And I'm an idiot, actually pointed this the wrong way. This is supposed to go like so. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense now. There we go. I mocked it up all but 10 seconds ago in the wrong direction. Go ahead and slide this guy in here. Oh god, it's tight. Again, I'm just really impressed with how tight a lot of this stuff is. This isn't bolted down yet, of course, but I mean, you have almost no play in this. With my other cars, I had to shim that, you know, because there's a bunch of play. And yeah, okay, it's facing that direction. Deco is facing forward. Slide this in like so. Long-winded videos, but you know, this is building this stuff takes time. Surprise! And now I have my proper screwdriver because I was not about to do this with my really cheap one. Not about to go down that road. This one gives me good grip. And got plenty of different tips. There you go. Tighten them down right here too. Nice and tight. Got a little bit of an air gap there. That's interesting. Why? As you can see, there's a gap right here. That's interesting. Okay. Maybe it's supposed to be like that? Alrighty, I'm going to say that it's probably supposed to be like that. Even though I don't see it hitting anything here. That's weird. Let me give her a couple more turns here. Okay, I just got to give her a couple more turns very carefully. There we go. Okay, now we're good. No more gap. Again, with plastic, I mean, this is actually really good plastic compared to what you get nowadays, but it's still sometimes a little nerve-wracking. Look at that, though. Zero play, nothing. Like, just like a hair. No, not even a hair. You couldn't fit a hair in here. That's nice, though, because that means I don't have to do any kind of, like, shimming or anything like that, so. That's a good thing. I like that. So now, we get off into... We have our... see, now, this is where it's going to get really annoying. This is the 2.6 by 8? 2.6 by 4, 8. Ooh, almost used the wrong screw. Okay, that's the wrong screw. So let's go over to this bag over here and see. 2.6 by 4. Okay, that's definitely that little shorty guy right here. That's Machigai Nai. No doubt in my mind. So, let's go to this bag over here. I'm starting to run out of bags with screws. These are tapped ones. Those are the washers. Okay, so it has to be in this bag then. As I dump out more screws. Those don't look like the ones though. Those look way too thick. 2.6 by 8. Oh no, never mind. Here we go. It's 2.6 by 8. It's this guy right here. Okay. And I just want to make sure, verify. Yeah, it is 2.6 by 4. It is that really short one. So, okay, these are, no doubt in my mind, these are the right ones. You may have also noticed the lighting is a little bit, maybe a little bit better. I actually have my regular room light on right now just to give it some more, backing light here to make make the video a little bit more pleasant on the eyes. Make sure the rounded portion is facing upwards. And for whatever reason, they say one uses 2.6 by 8 and the other one is 2.6 by 4. And that is because it actually screws into the back of the transmission. Okay, there we go. That's why. Here we go. Go ahead and start this guy off. Well, start it off, get pretty deep in there. It's good to go. There we go. Alrighty. Again here, just tighten it down until it's snug. Snug. Okay, no gap or anything like that. You don't want to over tighten these either, so you don't want to. One of the YouTubers I like to watch always refers to people as, 300-pound gorillas wrenching away. Okay, so again, these are going to be the arms that actually kind of sit here off on the side. And we want to make sure that these are facing in the correct direction. So one side here, well, both sides have a little bit of a slope. You can see that right here. There's a slope here. And then there's a slope right here on the opposite side. These are also, yeah, from the side you can see, you can see. It's square, but it's got this, looks like it has an offset, but I mean, the overall dimensions are square, but there is an offset on each side by about maybe 0.8 millimeters or so, like a thick washer. So I got to make sure that we do that correctly, and this side is going to be facing this way. So high side here sloping downwards, and then this side right here is going to go in with this guy. And again, they're saying a 0.5 millimeter gap gurai around. I'm going to call it based off of not resist. Okay. 0.5, yeah, that's like a washer. But I think that may give you too much play, though. I don't know. We'll see. Again, usually I just kind of tighten it down. Okay, come on now. Come on now. Hey, doing it again. Third time's a charm, right? I'll usually tighten these. Right, this one's magnetized too. I'll tighten them down until I feel like it's just right. No resistance, of course. You don't want it to bind or anything like that. But at the same time, sometimes they say, oh, do this and this, and it's like, whoa, dude, that's going to be really sloppy. Sometimes you want a little slop, of course. Sometimes it's not a bad thing. But in my case, I like it when things are nice and tight. So I'll tighten this down. Yeah, that's about 0.5. There you go. Got a little bit of front to back. No, that's way too loose. Forget it. I'm going to go a little bit tighter here. Oh, that's too tight. See, if it does that, then you know that you're too tight. So I'll just give this like a 1/16 of a turn at a time. Oh, there we go. It's got a little bit of a bind there. I'm going to say that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to say that's good. Oh yeah, back to where I started actually. So yeah, about a washer thick gap here. Yeah, just about a washer thick gap. There we go. Okay, so that side's done. Let me go off to the next side. Again, make sure that the offset side is pointing downwards. This side right here is going to be facing inwards. So I could have actually greased these up, I guess. No need to really, but doesn't say that you're supposed to, so I guess you could, but I'm not going to. I don't think I need to. Oh, come on. Jeez Louise. Again, I'm definitely not used to this small scale. I mean, I've built car models and stuff, but man, admittedly, it's been a while since I last built just a regular stationary, for show model. Okay, that was a little bit lopsided. Meh. But we good? Yeah, we're good. There you go. It's not flopping up and down, but see, I can blow on it. You can see how that moved. It's got a little bit of play there. Again, not tightened down, but also not completely, Not like a drunkard at 2 o'clock in the morning. So, there we go. That's this portion done. Now we go off to number 9. This is where we get into the 2x10. Nice fancy screws here. Not too many of these in this kit, actually. A lot of these are just self-tapping. I guess you could call them self-tapping screws. Okay, so let's slide these over here. So we have, what do we have here? We have 2x10. Yep. Right on the money. You're going to need 2 of these guys. 2x10. The 2 nuts, which are over... which nut is it? Not this one. These right here. These little tiny guys right here. Okay. And I'm going to need, it's basically 2 of everything this round. So 1, 2. Do those guys. Then we got our washers over here. There we go. .6 washer, and yeah, it's definitely these guys right here. No doubt in my mind. 1, 2. Oh, come on. Get. There we go. Alrighty. So definitely these are the last 2 of that size. So looks like the upper, when I put this guy on the underside, looks like I used the right washer for sure. Hopefully. 2.6. See, they look different though. Oh, the hell with it. I think I may have used the wrong washer up here. Whatever. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. I'm not too worried about it. Again, I have spares, so spares for days. So let's use it right there. So 2, 2, and 2. Now we get into this nice little metal bracket. Aluminum bracket, weighs almost nothing. And this guy goes in right here like so, I guess. Yes, like so. There's actually 2 holes right here. Ooh, that's actually nice and snug. Again, really snug. Like, no movement, nothing. Yeah, it's nice. I like it. So, let's go ahead here. And the 2x10, I'm going 1 on each side here at the bottom. I'm gonna guess this is probably for the suspension. If I were to take a gander. Don't know for certain, but it's probably for the suspension. Okay. These also. What I could have done is use Loctite, but I feel like with these small screws, like on like a 110 scale car or a 112, sure, I'll definitely use Loctite here. But I feel like with these small ones, or with this scale size here, I actually have a wrench for this. That's right. Just give her a nice little tight twirl. Nice and snug. I feel like you don't really need to. You could, overkill. Cool. Alrighty, so that's that. And now we got this guy right here. Slides in like so. Again, there's the two holes here. Get rid of this guy. I definitely feel like hopefully some of these videos will be a little bit shorter. Again, apologies. The first one was really long. Oh, right. Not these. 2x6. Right. These guys right here. 2.6. Yeah, hopefully keep it under an hour for each video. It just depends on how long stuff takes to put together, so sectioning it off might be more palatable for a lot of people. I know for me, I have the attention span of a fish. Unless it comes to stuff like this, then it's a different story. Make sure this is also pointing backwards the right way. Okay, yeah, we're good. So, okay, go ahead and screw these down and get nice and tight here. Okay, snug. When I mean snug, I mean tight in this context. Again, you don't have to go crazy. You don't have to. I don't have to do that. Just kind of go for it, and then if it gives you enough resistance, then you know you're good to go. Because again, these screws aren't going to back out easily. I mean, these are all self-tapping, so yeah, we good. Self-tapping, so alrighty, so that's 8 and 9 done. And go to the, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, looks to be good. And go to the next page. Alright. The rear hub assembly. So now we get into these guys right here. Got two guys right there. And again, here we have those washers. Like what I mentioned in the first video. Yeah, these guys right here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll need 4 of them. Okay, so I lied. So I'll need to get another set of these, actually, because this car uses 8 of those washers. Or 6 washers? 6 washers. Sorry, 6 washers. So I only got 10, so I'll need to buy another set. It's like $7, whatever. So at least I know that for sure. So now we're going to go, let's take a look here, D8 again. 8. That's 9. 8. No, not that guy. Here we go. 8. There we go. Whatever. 1 and 2 hubs. But yeah, for the cost though, I mean it's nothing. That's cheap. Cool. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and get the lube, which I have right here. There we go. Yeah, and here, this is where the TA05 that I mentioned in the other video that I also incorrectly referred to as a TA06. Sorry, TA05, the person had only installed the bearings on the inside. There were no bearings on the outside, so the wheels are just schwonketing around all over the place. It was pretty horrendous. Ooh, and that slide, look at that. Ah, it slides in so perfectly, nice and tight. I love it. A little screwdriver trick here. Fits perfectly. I guess I could just use this here too, but whatever. I'll go ahead and drop these two guys in here. Nice and tight. Again, thickness matters. That's what you want to see. It should be nice and flush. And again, the thickness of these, 3 mil tall. Inside 4, outside 8, inside overall height 3. Like I mentioned in the other videos, the book on the back has the incorrect sizes listed. It says 4x10. Wrong. It's 4x8. 4x8. Oh. This is pretty easy and straightforward. Slather on the grease here. They don't give you a lot of grease actually in this kit. Oh, wow. That's okay though. I'm not too worried about it. I got plenty still. Okay. Oh yeah, see, it's nice and tight too. Like, that was a mild concern of mine, is, you know, would there be any play? You know, some people were saying, oh, the dimensions are trash, blah, blah, blah. You know, you only see the bad reviews. You never see the good ones. So, and you can, I don't know why I'm doing this towards the mic, but over here, you can see it's got almost no play. It's nice and tight. The grease will kind of fill in the rest. It's nice though. Turns nice and smooth like butter. Go ahead and pop these guys in here. Whoops, did that one backwards. That's okay though. Okay, pop her in here. Nice. Whoops. Good. Pretty sure people are also screaming, why are you doing that on top of the instructions? Oh. Don't care. It's mine. Again, it's so that you can see and follow along in case you have the same kit. Oh, see, this side's even tighter. Very nice. Almost no play. I'll double check here. Oh, no, never mind. They're about the same. They are the same. No play. You know, just that little breath. But it's not binding. It's not dragging or anything like that. Just nice and smooth. Okay, cool. Now, we get to go on to number 11. And we're going to need... not these guys here, but these guys right here. Alrighty. This bag is done. So yeah, these are the stock bearings. Bushings, not really bearings. 6 of them. I mean, I gotta say though, these would probably be perfectly okay. I mean, at least they're metal. Tamiya, I know you're never gonna watch this, but 1988, they included at least metal bushings for your drivetrain. What's with the plastic, man? What is with the plastic? I don't get it. Plastic bearings, like who thought of that? And I mean, yeah, you know, but at the end of the day, it saves you like, I don't know, a penny. But I mean, seriously, it doesn't, these are not that terribly difficult to make. I mean, there's more tooling required, you know, you have to round off the edges and stuff like that, and what was it, deburr on the inside. But I mean, seriously, plastic bearings on a kit that cost you $100 and some odd, $180 kit, and it comes with plastic bearings. That's crazy, in my opinion. That's just sick, absurd, whatever you want to call it. So here we go. So facing forward right here, of our left and right side, and I do believe these are I don't know if this is the right word, omnidirectional, bidirectional. Does not matter which way that you put them on. So there's no left and no right. They are identical, which is cool. So make sure to screw from the back forward. Drop this guy in right here. But yeah, Tamiya, plastic bushings. I have so many of those now. Just bags. Not really bags, but I have a lot of them. And it's like, why? Why would you do that? Okay, here we go. So, that's tight. I'm okay with that right now, though. I'm going to do the other side next, and then I will loosen them a little bit. And yeah, make sure to go from the back. So yeah, this is actually the back. I was wrong the first time. I was right the second time. It's the back side. So the motor actually hangs off the back, which that's cool. And I guess that makes sense too, because you need that extra space. This will probably just hang off the back, but you need the extra space for the chassis. So these are over tightened right now, actually. As you can see, they not really moving freely. That is okay though. Actually, I'm going to say that I'll actually keep these on the tight side. I'm going to say I'm going to keep them on the tight side. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. It's preset, actually. Cool, so it doesn't matter. That is just how they are. Okay, they're not going to be super floppity flop. Okay, cool. Just wanted to verify that real quick. So, here we go. Now we have the aluminum axles. Woohoo! We got these two guys right here. And we have the upper screws here. And yeah, this is where everything kind of comes together. The arm pieces right here that I installed earlier. Right here. We'll screw in up top. And the screws should be going not from the back, but from the front. So from this side. So, and before I even get that far, let's go ahead and grease this up. And normally what I would do is I just go into the joint here and I just give it a squeeze. That's how I do it personally. So I'm going to go in here and just give it a nice little squeeze like so. This side also, a nice little squeeze. And these sides here too. Nice little squeeze. Nice little squeeze. I'm actually looking at how much I'm putting in here because I'm gonna put a little extra in there. Fuck it. There we go, just a little extra. There we go. Cool. Pardon my French there earlier. Oh, wow. Whoa, these are tight. Oh, wow. Yeah, talk about tight. Like, not in a bad way, though. I mean, it's the fitting. It's crazy. It's like there's zero slop when you slide this in. There's no play. When you slide, no. Oh, wow, that feels nice. Squish that in there. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that is something that I despise with the newer RC cars, is that there's so much slop. I usually put, don't think I'm going to need it for this one at this point, but I normally put little, some of the cars even have the instructions to do this, but I'll add the washer, little rubber O-rings on the inside. Whoops, okay, maybe added a little bit too much grease on this one. Well, actually, we'll save that. That's a little bit of a waste, so. Yeah, sometimes the instructions call for putting O-rings in to kind of get rid of any kind of extra play and slop. But man, this is wild. I mean, again, there's just no play in a good way. Again, that's I really like that. I really like that. Alrighty, where? Oh, right, I'm an idiot. It's right in front of me. There we go. So now, from this side, not from the back forward, but from the forward back. Whoop. There we go. Drop that guy in there. There we go. Okay, get them started. Now go to the other side, do the same thing, just to get things started. So then I don't have to worry about this falling apart on me. Actually, this guy's magnetized, so... Whoop. Come on now. There we go. There we go. I'm not going to tighten it down completely yet because I want to see. Ooh, that feels so nice. Oh, that's nice. Let's take a look. How much play is there in the axle? Oh, wow. No, it actually has a bit of play. It's bottomed out though. Nothing. Could use the washer trick. But the higher the suspension gets, the less play there is, so yeah, I'm going to just say whatever. It'll be fine. Again, this has a bunch of play up and down, so normally I would put a washer in there. O-ring. But you also have to watch out, because if you put in 2 O-rings, for example, I've done that in one of my buggies, doesn't work. It causes the suspension to bind up when you go past a certain amount of suspension travel. No good. And actually here, even when you move this up and down, you can even see how this guy's moving in and out. So if it's all the way down, almost no play. Oh, it's also hidden on the inside, but if you have it straight up and down here, you can see it's got a bunch of play. But then if you go up higher, suddenly there's no more play. It spins, but no play. Alrighty, so no O-rings for this here. That's fine with me. I'll move this up and down. Not feeling any binding. This guy's too tight. This is where you definitely also want to make sure that things are not too tight. See how that just naturally wants to drop down? That's how it should be. So this guy's a little bit, passenger side is a little bit on the tight side, so we'll just go ahead and, there we go. And just relieve this inside screw here. And there we go. Now we have that natural play. There you go. Just a little bit of resistance, but it drops down naturally. Oh, well, through gravity, whatever you want to call it, so. This side's a little bit nicer, actually. I don't know. It'll probably break in, so. Cool. There we go. There you have the rear suspension. All nicely put together. Alrighty, so next up, shocks. So I'm gonna stop right here. Thank you for tuning in. And if nobody tunes in, that's fine too. Like I said, this is just for myself. You can only build these one time, and once they're built, you can't go back. But this is looking really cool. Again, I'm just blown away as to how tight the tolerances are. It's so nice. It really is so nice. And I guess maybe at this scale it matters a lot more because a little bit does a lot, I can imagine. And but yeah. I need to make sure this guy's mounted properly, actually. I just realized there's a little bit of a gap here. Let's go ahead and give this another turn or two. Nah, she's in there. Oh, the whole thing shifted. Aha! See? That's how tight this is. I thought I had tightened this screw down. And just by doing that, I don't know if you could see it. Oh, whoops, wrong side. That's why you can't see it. Let's take a look here. Can you see that gap? There we go. You can see it right there. There's a gap right there now. This washer's loosey-goosey. Look at that. See, this is, yeah, make sure to double check your work. There we go. Man, you gotta really, the tolerances, man. That's wild. Now we're good. Cool. Alrighty, so yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. Again, this is the rear suspension now completely put together. And next thing up is going to be the shocks. I think that'll be a short video, which will be nice. And yeah, I'm just kind of chaptering it, whatever, long chapters, but kind of sectioning things up a little bit more so that then you can just go to the specific video or what you want to see specifically. More easier, of course, make it more palatable. But in any case, I'm going to stop here for now, take a little breather, get something to drink. I'm a little thirsty. And continue then with the, what was it? Dampa no kumitate, with the dampener assemblies, spring shock assemblies, I guess, dampeners, whatever you want to call them. So this should be fun. I'm really interested in seeing how these are put together, because I think these are oilless, I think. But I may be able to convert them to oiled dampeners. Not needed, really, actually. Probably with this size and this weight, you probably just want to have just spring action. I mean, I have one of the springs here, as I showed in my first video. They're tiny springs. So, alrighty, well, again, hope you, or hope somebody could find this useful and enjoyable. And I will slowly but surely continue building this. This is already very, very exciting. It's fun seeing quality components for once. I mean, not for once. Even the newer Tamiya stuff is pretty good. But just the level, I feel, is very different. It's much more precise, in my opinion. Some people may disagree. We can agree to disagree. And I just realized I screwed up this one screw. That's not good. But no, I really feel like the quality. There we go. Oh, that's better. Fixed it. I feel the quality of the olden days, especially on this kind of scale, on this size, I feel it's just way better than what you can get nowadays. But in any case, alrighty. Now I will see you all later. Next part is going to be suspension.